And finally, very special night here for the world. Robert is going to show us the Jaws the game. Now, me being this shark quote-unquote big fanatic, I didn't even know this game existed. Robert has owned it for decades.
How
And
did
here it
you
is.
how did you find out about, or like what's, because I think you mentioned, it's like, did you know there's a Jaws? I'm like, yeah, I have one.
No,
Yeah.
when we did a show with Bruce Hale, you had that in the back, and I was rewatching it, and I was like, "What is that in the back?" Um, and this is Jaws the game.
Yep. So this is the box that come in.
I love that you have it in pristine condition.
It is in pretty good condition. And then
Wow, look at that
here we go.
box.
Game of Jaws, Jaws, Jaws.
Jaws. The
This
game
is
of
age of 6 and up, 2 to 4 players. I don't have the instructions for it, but yeah, it says 1975. It's you
is
against
that
the
when the
great.
game came out?
Yeah.
So
So
this
it's,
was right on the heels of the
yeah,
success of Jaws. They're like, let's get a game out right away.
of course. It's you against the great white shark. One wrong move and the jaws go snap. The game of Jaws. So
Wow, cool box.
there it is. And so concept is, and I couldn't find another rubber band. So this is
There it is.
there's the Jaws.
I
And
love
we
the
got,
shark, how the tail goes up like a.
yeah, so it kind of sits there. And so I only had one rubber band. So more or less, there's supposed to be a rubber band on each. And so
Yeah.
you put a lot of random ocean stuff, a tire,
Tire.
a jug.
Wait, what do you mean a jug? Like a bottle kind of thing?
Yeah, let me see if you can see
Hilarious.
this.
Oh, gotcha.
One of those kind of jugs. This is kind of sick. There's a skull that actually has a
What the
hole in
hell
the.
is going on
I
there?
don't know. It's
It's like a
Jersey.
hammer went through it.
It's Jersey. A boot, a
It's
bone,
Jersey.
a camera for the, Jaws too.
Yeah,
They're thinking ahead.
nice
So
touch.
a lot of different things. A wheel and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things,
Wait,
and
let
then
me see that wheel. Is that like a wagon wheel?
it is part of a wagon wheel. So
Oh, that should be in the prequel for
it
Jaws.
should be, for Jaws in 1796 as
Right.
well. A walkie-talkie.
Oh.
So the shark eats
The
anything.
walkie-talkie used to be a gun, but Spielberg
Yeah.
edited it
So
out to
this
be a
is the so
walkie-talkie.
anyway. So this more or less would, it'd be weighted down, and so everybody has a special pick. I mean, not everybody, and you would try to, what you have to do is kind of carefully lift an item out, and then next person would go and they would try to like lift the skull out or whatever. So if
Oh
this
my
was better,
God.
at one point, what would happen is the jaw would get tighter and tighter, and then all of a sudden it would like, and
Oh, like
you
it's kind of
lost.
like
Yeah,
Operation in that way.
yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
that's it for the game.
No, that's so
But
cool.
that's what it. This is Jaws the game right here.
And I love that shark. Now, it's obviously a plastic shark.
Yep.
Is it heavy? Like what's the
No, it's just light plastic. So
and how far does it go back? Can you like put stuff in there?
yeah, so you can see all the way
Oh, wow.
inside of it. So
And the more weight that goes on there,
yeah,
the
so
chances are
eventually,
of it
if you have the rubber
snapping.
bands kind of done right, it'll just like snap up like that. So
Does it hurt your little fingers?
no, it's just little plastic. Actually, it's kind of a nice soft plastic. They were thinking surprising for the 70s that.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
you never know what the 70s are like. Remember the
How,
stuff we played on with
how
kids? You're like, this was a
dangerous
toy?
was this toy? Yeah. So
Wow, that's such
yeah,
a cool game.
yeah.
Now, how many times have you played it practically as a kid?
I
Was it like a
don't.
big thing?
It was a thing, well, let's play. You would, I think you
Like
would
you've
like
played it
play.
at least twice.
Yeah, you would play it probably for like 10 minutes, and you're like, Shh, what next?
Right.
So
I love that you have
it
that.
wasn't. Yeah. So, and actually, I almost got rid of it because it takes up a lot of room. But
Oh, you got to hold on to that.
now I have to hold on to it because who knows when I need to bring this out. So
Wow, that's so cool you have that. I
Jaws the
got lost on a rabbit hole of video games, of board games from that time when we were talking about that night. There was all kinds of games, obviously, but different like movie games and stuff that they would just come out with for like that month. I mean, the Dick Tracy merchandise that I still
Oh
have from the
yeah,
early 90s is like crap, but you love them because you're like, oh wow, it's like all the stuff.
yeah.
But the fact that you have like an original Jaws board game is pretty cool. And they're not
Yep.
like terribly cheap either. I looked on eBay. Like you can get them, but they're not.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're like maybe like $100 or something like that.
Gotcha. Oh, I can't buy a new house with the game, but
No,
that's
not
what you're
yet.
saying.
Not
But
yet.
yeah,
But
no,
soon.
it's in good shape. So
That's awesome. Well,
they need to make a Jaws 4, the revenge game.
it's the banana boat. How many times you
Yeah,
can?
something. I don't know what I think. Or you can actually explode the shark.
Right.
It's kind of like with the, Pintos, where they just barely touch it and the shark explodes.
And it's gone.
Yes.
But that was Jaws the game.